Hey up everyone, and welcome back to a bit of Combat Mission Black Sea. Now, this is going to be the first in a series. This is going to be a during action report. So you guys are going to be updated as this is going along, rather than me waiting to finish it before I tell you all about it. So essentially you guys are here for the ride, and it's going to get really, really bloody. What we're doing is a large infantry only quick battle where I'm attacking this absolute monstrosity of an urban area and GCF from the Few Good Men is defending it. Now, urban warfare is nasty as it is, and when it's infantry only and you can't bring tanks along to do fun things like blow up buildings, it's even nastier. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. That sound was one of them. Let's ignore that small arms fire for a moment. And that sound was a mouse holing charge going off. Now you can see that I've been doing a little bit of redecorating in here. And these are my engineer teams who are mouse holing their way through these rows of houses, because if we go up in the street, you know, there's a lot of potential enemy positions up here where we can just get whacked pretty easily. Hop over to the other side and yeah, you know, lots of nasty windows there. So we're mouse holing our way up in a couple of different places. I've also mouse holed my way up into this top story up here so that we can get some sniper teams, get some heavy weapons, get a forward observer up here where they have a nice view of lots of rooftops. But let's flash back a couple of seconds over here, because we're getting contact number 1. Yep, that's an engineer, one of the engineer team to come up, and it's getting some small arms fire from, yeah, there we go, nasty Russian types. There's also a 2-man detached scout team coming up through there, from left to right there. Oop, rifle grenades. Oop, first blood. Excellent. This is part 1 of your average urban warfare clearing exercise. We've found the enemy. Oop, somebody just got hit. Another mouse holding charge. Another casualty. No, that's the end of the turn. Let's just go back 5 and pause it again so we don't have a big done sign over everything. Oh, shut up. Stop screaming. So, okay, we nailed one of those Russians there, and it's a couple of 3-man teams by the look of it. So, they could be scout teams, they could be split motor rifle infantry squads. Doesn't really matter. What we've done is, we've done the advance to ambush, we found the enemy. Now we've got to destroy them. And the way we're going to do that is I have a load of artillery I can bring in. I don't actually have anyone at the moment who has line of sight to that building, which is one of the big problems of fighting in a built-up area like this. But I am going to be able to retask, if I press that so we're done, I am going to be able to retask this drone over here. All the US infantry companies have drones, which is fantastic for this kind of thing, and they have tons of forward observers coming out of their ears. So let's get that drone relocated over there so we can drop some artillery in. It's going to take 2 minutes to move the drone over, then it's going to take another 3 to 5 minutes to drop some artillery, depending on what kind of caliber death I want raining on the enemy. And then once that position is suppressed, I can move these guys, this entire infantry platoon down here, which is basically a kind of walking death factory. They have so much more firepower compared to the Russians. While the enemy is suppressed, they're going to be able to move up into the next row of houses and absolutely waste them. The enemy is going to have 2 choices. He's going to be staying there, dying, or he's going to be crumbling and running away. So we're going to have some more artillery in this street here, so that if he runs away, he dies, and might see about moving some of these engineers up a couple of buildings so that they can enfilade that road and help isolate it a bit more. That's the kind of standard template for urban warfare that I'm running here with the old infantry artillery tag team. Find the enemy, fix him in position, isolate his position, and then move up and crush him with overwhelming firepower. So that's about it for turn 1. Well, it's not turn 1, it's actually turn 5 or minute 5. But honestly, nothing really happened in the other minutes. That's about it for the first video, guys. I wouldn't expect a video for every turn because some turns nothing's going to happen. And some turns in the future are going to be more interesting than others as well. So, you know, it might be a little stop-start depending on how the action works and depending on how long it actually takes me to churn these videos out. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, subscribe so you can get the updates as they come. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, let me know how crap I'm being, if there's anything I should be doing, anything like that. And I'll catch you pretty soon, probably.